Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That's going to be caught by Kerr. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Jackson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback.
And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a big...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Steps away to his left.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Dancing to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab, and the Ravens will extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
First down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A final shot before half from Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will be brought down on what would be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Gets around him. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And down inside the 15 he goes. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Murray. And he'll just get rid of it. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about this defense?
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson, and it's knocked away and incomplete. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Prescott now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.